This honorable court is now resumed. God save the Queen. May turn your cameras off.
Well, welcome, counsel, ladies and gentlemen, applicants to the bar. We welcome you to this attorneys who are presume that you are familiar with the relevant practice directions. You may be seated, those who are still standing. And we will proceed in the order possible. Very well.
Carrie Ann Brown. She's seated. You find the papers to be in order to be affirmed rather than to take the oath, and this is for religious reasons.
Very well, madam. The papers are in order. Miss Kimberly Carrie Ann Brown, you may affirm, madam.
I, Kimberly.
One moment for me, please. All the other persons to turn their cameras off, so only the persons who are before the court would have their cameras on. Thank you very much. Yes, I'm sorry about that, Ms. Brown. Please proceed.
I, Kimberly Carrie Ann Brown, do solemnly, sincerely, truly declare and affirm that I will well in according to the best.
Thank you to the profession. Yes, Ms. Phillips.
My Lord, I have an application of Carrie Ann Diane Parchment, and she is. She will take the oath, my Lord. If you
very well, madam. Ms. Manon Phillips.
No, if you find the papers in order, she would take the.
For Ms. Carrie Ann Diane Parchment, please take the.
That I will well and truly demean myself in the office and duties of an attorney at law according to the best of my skill and judgment, so help me God.
Well, thank you very much, Ms. Parchment. Welcome to the profession.
That completes my list, my Lord.
Thank you, Ms. Maynard Phillips. Mr. Ian Wilkinson, Queen's Counsel.
Pleases you, my Lord.
Good morning, Mr. Wilkinson.
And good morning to you, my Lord. May I take this opportunity to wish for you what the Latin purists call an annus mirabilis, a marvelous year for 2021.
Brevity, Mr. Wilkinson, brevity.
Yes, my Lord, as usual, as usual. My Lord, if it pleases you, I'd like to mention, may I beg to mention the matter of Melissa Nicola Francis, an application to be enrolled and admitted to practice as an attorney at law.
Very well.
Peruse the documents, and they appear to be in order, my Lord. And if you so find, I'd respectfully ask that she be allowed to take the oath and to sit in the nearest bench, if it pleases you.
Very well, Mr. Wilkinson. The application of Miss Melissa Francis is in order. Miss Francis, you may take the oath.
I, Melissa Nicola Francis, do swear that I will well and truly demean myself in the office and duties of an attorney at law according to the best of my skill and judgment. So help me God.
Right. Thank you very much, Ms. Francis. Welcome to the profession.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Much obliged, my lord. My lord, the second of three matters on my list. If it pleases you, may I beg to mention the matter of the application by Carleen Phyllis Gentles Palmer. Lord, I have also perused the relevant document which appear to be in order, and if you so find, I respectfully ask that you grant the application and allow her, among other things, to take the relevant oath.
Very well. Yes, Mr. Wilkinson, the application of Ms. Francis is in order. Ms. Francis, I'm sorry. The application
Palmer.
Of Ms. Gentles Palmer. It is a slight old age. I'm looking at the wrong thing, Mr.
Old age with you, my lord? Yes, not yes, at all, my lord. Not at all. Something else, but definitely not old age.
Very well. Ms. Gentles Palmer, your application is in order. She may take the oath.
I, Carleen Phyllis Gentles Palmer, do swear that I will well and truly demean myself in the office and duties of an attorney at law according to the best of my skill and judgment. So help me God.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Gentles Palmer. Welcome to the profession.
Thank you, my lord.
Final matter on my list, my lord, and I know that saddens you very much. May I mention the matter Claudette May Myers, an application to be enrolled and admitted to practice as an attorney at law. Similarly, my lord, I have perused the documents and they appear to be in order. And if you so find, I respectfully ask that she be allowed, among other things, to take the relevant oath.
Thank you, Mr. Wilkinson. The documents of Ms. Myers are in order. Ms. Myers may take the oath.
Mrs. Myers, please.
I, Claudette May Myers, do swear that I will well and truly demean myself in the office and duties of an attorney at law, according to the best of my skill and judgment. So help me God.
Right. Thank you very much, Mrs. Myers. Welcome to the profession.
Thank you, my lord.
Very well. Mrs. Nita Robertson.
Much obliged, my lord.
It is my lord.
Yes, Mrs. Nita Robertson.
I have three matters to my lord. I'll start with Nordia Shalimar Merritt. I'd like to present her application, and she wishes to affirm for religious reasons.
Very well, madam. I have perused the application of Miss Nordia Merritt. The application appears to be in order. Ms. Merritt, you may make the affirmation.
Thank you, my lord.
We're having a feedback in relation to that. I think that we need to perhaps turn off some mics in that area. Go ahead, Ms. Merritt.
My mic will pick up.
I'm sorry, Ms. Merritt, your is muted. You have to unmute your mic, Ms. Merritt.
Let me turn off.
I think Ms. Nita Robertson might, yes, very well. Go ahead, Ms. Merritt.
Thank you, my lord. I, Nordia Shalimar Merritt, do solemnly, sincerely, truly.
All right, Ms. Merritt, just stop a moment for me, please. This is what happens in the days of virtual hearing.
Yes.
So don't worry, we'll be able to deal with it. Okay, go ahead, try again, Ms. Merritt.
Thank you, my lord. I, Nordia Shalimar Merritt, do solemnly, sincerely, truly declare and affirm that I will well
and truly demean myself in the office and duties of an attorney at law according to the best of my skill and judgment.
Right. Thank you very much, Ms. Merritt. Welcome to the profession. And don't worry, your other appearances will be smoother than this one.
Thank you
very much. Yes, Mrs.
Yes, I had to leave the room, my lord,
Very well,
because the feedback was. May I beg to present the application of Jeffrey Linval O'Brien Reed. Mr. O'Brien Reed will take the oath.
Very well. The application appears to be in order. Papers are in order. Mr. O'Brien Reed, could you please take the oath?
I, Jeffrey Linval O'Brien Reed, do swear that I will well and truly demean myself in the office and duties of an attorney at law according to the best of my skill and judgment. So help me God.
Right, thank you very much, Mr. Reed. Welcome to the profession. Yes, Mrs. Nita Robertson.
I have not abandoned you. May I beg to present the application of Henroy Udane Samuels, and Mr. Samuels wishes also to affirm a lot for religious reasons.
Very well. The papers appear to be in order. Mr. Samuels, you may make the affirmation at this time.
I, Henroy Udane Samuels, do solemnly, sincerely, truly declare and affirm that I will well and truly demean myself in the office and duties of an attorney at law according to the best of my skill and judgment.
Right. Thank you very much, Mr. Samuels. Welcome to the profession. Thank you, Mrs. Nita.
Thank you, my lord. That is my list.
Very well. Mr. Peter Champagne, Queen's Counsel.
May it please you, my lord. I have 3 applications this morning. The first concerns the applicant Sophia Deborah Bryan. My lord, I beg to present the application of Ms. Bryan, and she wishes to take the oath if you find that the papers are in order. My lord, I will stick to the practice direction and not mention that she is a graduate of Meadowbrook High School, that great school.
Very well. Thank you very much, Mr. Champagne, and thank you also for sticking so well to the practice direction. You are almost as loquacious as Mr. Wilkinson.
Thank you, my lord.
Ms. Bryan's papers are in order. You had said that she was going to affirm or take the oath?
Take the oath, my lord. Yes, my lord.
Right. Ms. Bryan, you may take the oath.
I, Sophia Deborah Bryan, do swear that I will well and truly demean myself in the office and duties of an attorney at law according to the best of my skill and judgment, so help me God.
Right. Thank you very much, Ms. Bryan. Welcome to the profession.
Thank you, my lord.
My lord, the second application, I beg to present the application of Mrs. Karina Antoinette Matalon. If you find that the papers are in order, Mrs. Matalon wishes to take the oath.
Right. One moment for me, please. Yes, the papers are in order. Mrs. Matalon may take the oath.
I, Karina Antoinette Matalon, do swear that I will well and truly demean myself in the office and duties of an attorney at law according to the best of my skill and judgment, so help me God.
Right. Thank you, Mrs. Matalon. Welcome to the profession. Yes, Mr. Champagne.
Thank you, my lord.
The final applicant, my lord, I beg to present the application of Mr. Carl Andrew McKen. I'm actually holding for counsel Mr. Linton Gordon in this respect. He wishes to give the oath as well, my lord, if you find that the papers are in order.
Yes, very well. The papers are in order. For Mr. McKen. Mr. McKen, you may take the oath.
I, Carl Andrew McKen, do swear that I will well and truly demean myself in the office and duties of an attorney at law, according to the best of my skill and judgment. So help me God.
Right. Thank you very much, Mr. McKen. Welcome to the profession. Thank you.
Thank you, Lord.
Ambassador Stuart Stevenson.
Yes, may it please you, my lord. It's always a pleasure to appear before you, and certainly in this new virtual arena. As you know, my lord, I've been at this since about 2010 at the law school. My lord, this morning I have the pleasure of presenting two applicants. The first of which is Roxanne Ophelia McNamee. My lord, I beg to present her application, which appears to be in order.
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Ambassador Stuart Stevenson. The application is in order. Miss McNamee may take the oath.
I, Roxanne Ophelia McNamee, do swear.
My lord.
Go ahead, Miss McNamee.
I, Roxanne Ophelia McNamee, do swear that I will well and truly demean myself in the office and duties of an attorney at law, according to the best of my skill and judgment, so help me God.
Right. Thank you very much, Ms. McNamee. Welcome to the profession. Yes,
thank you, Lord.
I'm much obliged, my lord. The second applicant is Ms. Simone Denise Marjorie Robinson. My lord, I beg to present her application, and she is prepared to take the oath.
Very well. The papers are in order. Ms. Robinson may take the oath.
I, Simone Denise Marjorie Robinson, do swear that I will well and truly demean myself in the office and duties of an attorney at law, according to the best of my skill and judgment, so help me God.
Thank you very much, Ms. Robinson. Welcome to the profession. Thank you very much, Ambassador Stuart Stevenson.
My pleasure, my lord. Always a pleasure to appear before you.
Always a pleasure to have you, sir.
Thank you, my lord.
Mrs. Turnquest Wilson, sorry.
Much obliged, my lord. I beg to present the application of Sandra Anne Marie Willacy.
Yes, madam. The application of Ms. Willacy is in order. She may take the oath.
I, Sandra Anne-Marie Willacy, do swear that I will well and truly demean myself in the office and duties of an attorney at law, according to the best of my skill and judgment, so help me God.
Thank you very much, Ms. Willacy. Welcome to the profession. Thank you, Ms. Turnquest Wilson.
Much obliged, my lord.
You're welcome, madam. Ms. Lily Deacon.
May it so please you, my lord.
Hello, Ms. Deacon.
It is a pleasure to appear before you, sir. I'm honored to beg to present the application of Ms. Davia Divina Blake, who wishes to affirm for religious reasons, my lord.
Very well.
I, Davia.
Sorry, one moment for me, please, madam. The papers are in order. Yes, Ms. Blake. Please go ahead and take the oath.
I, Davia Divina Blake, do solemnly, sincerely, truly declare and affirm that I will well and truly demean myself in the office and duties of an attorney at law,
according to the best of my skill and judgment.
Very, thank you, Ms. Blake. Welcome to the profession.
Obliged, my lord. I beg to present the application, my lord.
Yes, Ms. Deacon, go ahead, madam.
I beg to present the application of Ms. Shanique Kadeen Golding. Is prepared to take the oath, my lord.
Very well. The papers are in order. The order is made in terms of the fixed date claim form. Ms. Golden, you may take the oath.
I, Shanique Kadeen Golding, do swear that I will well and truly demean myself in the office and duties of an attorney at law according to the best of my skill and judgment. So help me God.
Right. Thank you very much, Ms. Golden. Welcome to the profession. Yes, Ms. Deacon.
I'm obliged, my lord. May I beg to present, my lord, the application of Ms. Lloydette Jody Llewellyn. Ms. Llewellyn, for religious reasons, my lord, is seeking your permission to affirm.
Certainly, madam. The papers are in order. The court will make the orders in terms of the fixed date claim form. Ms. Llewellyn may make her affirmation.
I, Lloydette Jody Llewellyn, do solemnly, sincerely, and truly declare and affirm that I will well and truly demean myself in the office and duties of an attorney at law according to the best of my skill and judgment.
Thank you very much, Ms. Llewellyn. Welcome to the profession, madam.
That is my list, my lord. I'm glad.
Thank you very much, Ms. Deacon. Mr. David Johnson.
May please, my lord.
Yes. Good morning,
I
Mr.
beg
Johnson.
to present the application of Mr. Jorio. Sorry, my lord, can you hear me, sir?
I'm hearing you, sir.
My lord, can you hear me?
You're a bit intermittent, Mr. Johnson.
I see. I apologize for that, my lord.
I'm hearing you clearly now.
Yes, sir. I beg to present the application of Mr. Jorio Eustace Scott, sir.
Yes, Mr. Johnson, the application appears to be in order. The court will make the order in terms of the fixed date claim form.
Grateful, sir.
Mr. Scott may take the oath.
I, Jorio Eustace Scott, do swear that I will well and truly demean myself in the office and duties of an attorney at law according to the best of my skill and judgment. So help me God.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Scott. Welcome to the profession. Thank you, Mr. Johnson.
Grateful, my lord.
Mr. Ewan Thompson.
May it so please, my lord.
Yes, Mr. Thompson.
I'd like to present the application of Ms. Deandra Chanel Goss. My lord, if the papers are in order, Ms. Goss will take the oath.
Very well. Yes, Mr. Thompson, the papers appear to be in order. The court will make the order in terms of the fixed date claim form. Ms. Goss may take the oath.
I, Deandra Chanel Goss, do swear that I will well and truly demean myself in the office and duties of an attorney at law according to the best of my skill and judgment. So help me God.
Right. Thank you very much, Ms. Goss. Welcome to the profession. Thank you, Mr. Thompson. Ms. Denise Barnett.
My lord.
Might it please, my lord?
Yes, Ms. Barnett.
Might I present to you, sir, the application of Shaveen Radhika Andrika Spence. I trust that you find that the papers are in order, my lord, and will grant the orders and allow her to take the oath.
Very well. Yes, madam. The papers are in order.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ms. Spence may take the oath.
I, Shaveen Radhika Andrika Spence, do swear that I will well and truly demean myself in the office and duties of an attorney at law according to the best of my skill and judgment, so help me God.
Well, thank you very much, Ms. Spence. Welcome to the profession. Thank you, Ms. Barnett.
Thank you, my lord. That the court.
Mr. Hugh Wilson.
My lord, may it please you?
Yes, Mr. Wilson.
I beg to present the application of Ms. Tatiana Anastasia Ansel.
Yes, sir. The application of Ms. Ansel appears to be in order. The court makes the orders in terms of the fixed date claim form. Ms. Ansel may take the oath.
I, Tatiana Anastasia Ansel, do swear that I will well and truly demean myself in the office and duties of an attorney at law, according to the best of my skill and judgment, so help me God.
Well, thank you very much, Ms. Ansel. Yes, Mr. Wilson?
The second matter, my lord, is that of Shanique Antoinette Johnson, and I beg to present her application.
Very well. The application of Ms. Johnson is in order. The court will make the orders in terms of the fixed date claim form, and Ms. Johnson may take the oath.
I, Shanika Antoinette Johnson, do swear that I will well and truly demean myself in the office and duties of an attorney at law, according to the best of my skill and judgments, so help me God.
Well, thank you very much, Ms. Johnson. Thank you very much, Mr. Wilson.
I'm grateful, my lord. That's the extent of my list.
Very well, sir. Miss Catherine P.C. Francis.
May it please you, my lord. Good morning.
Good morning, Miss Francis.
I beg to present the application of Miss Annalise Victoria Minor. And my lord, if you find the papers to be in order, that she will take the oath this morning.
Very well, madam. The papers appear to be in order. The court will make the orders in terms of the fixed date claim form. Miss Minor may take the oath.
I, Annalise Victoria Minot, do swear that I will well and truly demean myself in the office and duties of an attorney at law according to the best of my skill and judgment. So help me God.
Well, thank you very much, Miss Minot. Welcome to the profession. Thank you very much, Miss Francis.
Oblige, my lord.
Miss Tavia Dunn.
My lord, I beg to present the application of Owen Anthony Porter. Should your lordship find the papers in order, may Mr. Porter be permitted to take the oath?
Very well, madam. The papers appear to be in order. Mr. Porter may take the oath. The court will make the orders in terms of the fixed date claim form as prayed. Yes, Mr. Porter, you may take the oath.
Thank you, my lord. I, Owen Anthony Porter, do swear that I will well and truly demean myself in the office and duties of an attorney at law according to the best of my skill and judgment, so help me God.
Right. Thank you very much, Mr. Porter. Welcome to the profession. Thank you, Ms. Dunn.
Grateful, my lord.
Mr. Libo.
May it so please you, my lord. Now, while I'm usually a stickler for following the practice directions of the letter, as it says, my lady, I'll take some poetic license and refer to you as my lord in presenting the application.
I believe that it says my lady or my lord, as the case may be. That is my recollection of the practice direction. But
I'm looking at the text. I'm always guided by the court, your lordship.
But my eyesight has been dimmed with age, Mr. Libo. So I hope that I've gotten that right. Yes, Mr. Libo.
Indeed, my lord. My eyes have been brightened by lasers, so I shall present it. I beg to present the application, my lord, of Abigail Trevicia Pinnock. And if your lordship so pleases, may she be permitted to affirm for religious reasons.
Very well. The papers are in order. The court will make the order in terms of the fixed date claim form. Ms. Pinnock may affirm.
I, Abigail Trevisia Pinnock, do solemnly, sincerely, truly declare and affirm that I will well and truly demean myself in the office and duties of an attorney at law according to the best of my skill and judgment.
Right. Thank you very much, Ms. Pinnock. Welcome to the profession. Thank you, Mr. Leiber, and we'll be hearing from you a little bit later also, I understand.
Indeed, my lord. Much obliged. That is the extent of my list.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Clive Monroe.
May it please your Lord, I beg to present the application of Judicial Eticia Sterling Johnson.
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Monroe. The application appears to be in order. The court will make the order in terms of the fixed date claim form. Mrs. Sterling Johnson may take the oath.
I, Delisha Eticia Sterling Johnson, do swear that I will well and truly demean myself in the office and duties of an attorney at law according to the best of my skill and judgment. So help me God.
Right. Thank you very much, Mrs. Sterling Johnson. Welcome to the profession. Thank you very much, Mr. Monroe.
Thank you, Lord.
Ms. Cherise Walcott.
May it please you, my lord. I
Yes,
beg to
Ms.
present
Walcott.
the application of Ms. Natisha Theodosia Johnson. My lord, if you find the papers are in order, I pray that she be allowed to take the oath.
Very well. The papers appear to be in order. The court will make the order in terms of the fixed date claim form as prayed. Ms. Johnson may take the oath.
I, Natisha Theodosia Johnson, do swear that I will well and truly demean myself in the office and duties of an attorney at law according to the best of my skill and judgment. So help me God.
Well, thank you very much, Ms. Johnson. Welcome to the profession. Thank you, Ms. Walcott.
Much obliged.
Ms. Georgia Hamilton. Yes, Ms. Hamilton.
If it so pleases you, my lord, I beg to present the application of this. If her application is in order, my lord, I'd be obliged if she be permitted to take the oath.
Very well, Madam. The application appears to be in order. Ms. Blake, you may take the oath. The court will make the order in terms of the fixed date claim form.
I, Tia Tamara Blake, do swear that I will well and truly demean myself in the office and duties of an attorney at law. So help me God.
Well, thank you very much, Ms. Blake. Welcome to the profession.
Thank you,
Ms. Hamilton. Ms. Tamika Harris.
If it so pleases you, my lord,
Yes,
might
ma'am.
I present the application of Miss Elaine Henry Ashley? If the court so pleases, might she be allowed to take the oath?
Well, the application appears to be in order, Madam. Ms. Henry may take the oath.
I, Elaine Ashley Henry, do swear that I will well and truly demean myself in the office and duties of an attorney at law according to the best of my skill and judgment. So help me God.
Well, thank you very much, Ms. Henry. Welcome to the profession. Thank you, Ms. Harris. Mrs. Helene Coley Nicholson.
May it please my lord, this is the application of Desiree Ann Whittle. I pray you find the papers to be in order, my lord, and with your permission, Ms. Whittle wishes to make a solemn affirmation instead of swearing the oath on religious grounds.
Very well. The application appears to be in order. The court will make the order in terms of the fixed date claim form. Ms. Whittle may make the affirmation in English, Ms. Whittle, not in any of the other languages which you speak. Go ahead, Madam.
Obliged, my lord. I, Desiree Ann Whittle, do solemnly, sincerely, truly declare and affirm that I will well and truly demean myself in the office and duties of an attorney at law according to the best of my skill and judgment.
Very well. Thank you very much, Ms. Whittle. Welcome to the profession. Thank you, Mrs. Cooley-Nicholson.
Thank you, my lord. We're grateful.
Thank you, my lord.
Mr. Bertram Anderson.
If it pleases you, my lord, I beg to present the application of Candice Anahue Wilson.
Thank you very much, Mr. Anderson. The application appears to be in order. The court will make the order in terms of the fixed date claim form. Ms. Wilson may take the oath.
I, Candace Anahue Wilson, do swear that I will well and truly demean myself in the office and duties of an attorney at law according to the best of my skill and judgment. So help me God.
Thank you very much, Ms. Wilson, and welcome to the profession. Thank you very much, Mr. Anderson.
If it pleases you, my lord.
Ms. Zara Lewis. If Ms. Zara Lewis is not here, we will then move to the next person. Oh, Ms. Lewis, we see you now. Yes, Ms. Lewis. That's all right. The circumstances of that. You need to unmute, Ms. Lewis.
May it please you, my lord, I beg to present Miss Tashana Alicia McFarlane for call to the bar. I'm sure your lordship would have perused the papers. As far as I have perused, they are in order, and I ask that she be sworn.
Very well, madam.
Of the same view.
Very well, madam. Not being a lawyer, I read the papers rather than peruse. The papers are in order, and Ms. McFarlane may take the oath.
I, Tashana Alicia McFarlane, do swear that I will well and truly demean myself in the office and duties of an attorney at law according to the best of my skill and judgment, so help me God.
Thank you very much, Ms. McFarlane. Welcome to the profession. Thank you, Ms. Lewis.
May it please you, my lord.
Mr. Gibbs, Mr. Sundiata Gibbs.
If it pleases you, my lord.
Yes, Mr. Gibbs.
I beg to present the application of Ms. Anne-Marie Amanda Lane. If it so pleases you, I ask that she be permitted to take the oath.
Very well. The papers are in order. Ms. Lane may take the oath.
I, Anne-Marie Amanda Lane, do swear that I will well and truly demean myself in the office and duties of an attorney at law according to the best of my skill and judgment, so help me God.
Thank you very much, Ms. Lane. Welcome to the profession. Thank you very much, Mr. Gibbs.
Thank you, my lord.
Ms. Roxanne Mars.
If it pleases you, my lord.
Yes, ma'am.
Before you is the application of Miss Sujan Marie Haynes. If you find that the application filed is in order, my lord, may she be permitted to take the oath.
Very well, the application is in order. Ms. Haynes, you may take the oath.
I, Susan Haynes, do swear that I will well and truly demean myself in the office and duties of an attorney at law according to the best of my skill and judgment, so help me God.
Well, thank you very much, madam. Welcome to the profession. Thank you, Ms. Mars. Ms. Bobette Brown.
May it please you, my lord.
Yes, madam.
I beg to present the application of Tashana Jodianne Thompson. If you find her papers are in order, might she be allowed to take the oath?
Well, madam, the papers are in order for Ms. Thompson. Ms. Thompson, you may take the oath.
I, Tashana Jodian Thompson, do swear that I will well, truly demean myself in the office and duties of an attorney at law according to the best of my skill and judgment, so help me God.
Thank you very much, Ms. Thompson. Thank you, Ms. Brown.
You're very welcome, my Lord.
Ms. Stacey Ann Williams.
If it pleases you, my Lord,
Yes, ma'am.
I'd like to present the application of Miss Alicia Samantha Dixon. If you find her papers to be in order, I ask that she be permitted to take the oath.
Very well. Her papers are in order. The court will make the order in terms of the fixed date claim form. Ms. Dixon, you may take the oath.
I, Alicia Samantha Dixon, do swear that I will and truly demean myself in the office and duties of an attorney at law according to the best of my skill and judgment, so help me God.
Thank you very much, Ms. Dixon. Welcome to the profession. Yes, Ms. Williams.
My other application, my Lord, is that of Mr. Edgar David England. If you find his papers to be in order, I ask that he be permitted to take the oath.
Very well. It is a pleasure to have Mr. England's application.
Mine as well, my Lord.
He has been a servant of the court for a very long time. The application, I'm very delighted to say, is in order, and the court will make the order in terms of the fixed date claim form, and Mr. England may take the oath.
We're grateful.
I, Egbert David England, do swear that I will and will truly demean myself in the office and duties of an attorney at law, according to the best of my skill and judgment, so help me God.
Right. Thank you very much, Mr. England. Welcome to the profession and congratulations. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen who have been here. For those that I may not have actually expressly said it, the court makes the orders in terms of the fixed date claim forms as presented. At this time, we will hear from, I believe, the president of the Bar Association first, or it is Mr. Scott first. Is it Mr. Leiber? I believe it's Mr. Leiber first, and then we'll hear from Mr. Scott, and then I will say a few words to the graduates. Mr. England, please turn off, Ms. Williams, will you please turn off your screen so we don't see Mr. England's celebrations. Thank you very much. Yes, Mr. Leiber.
May it so please you, my Lord, Learned Queen's Counsel, senior counsel, members of the bar, colleagues all. Let me first welcome you all to the profession and congratulate you on the achievement after many years of hard work. Because in my capacity as a teacher at the law school, I also have an appreciation of the level of work it takes to get here and the journey. And also to congratulate the family, friends, and well-wishers we know who have also played a part in that journey. Today, as you are the final batch to be called virtually in this new era, I think it is a moment for us to reflect when we look upon all that, the hope that came with the start of 2021, but it is feeling very, very similar to the latter part of 2020 at least. Certainly where the courts process is concerned. I would like to reiterate or make the point that you are no less attorneys at law having been called by this method. And in fact, you are perhaps heralds of a new beginning, a new generation, and a increased efficiency of the courts, which will hopefully flow from this at least partially virtualized enterprise. And so I will assure each and every one of you that you are equal members with all of us from today going forward, subject, of course, to your attending upon the registrar and signing the roll in accordance with the practice direction. And I wish you every blessing, progress, and development as you begin this part of your journey. You know, as has been said, this is not the beginning of the end. It is but the end of the beginning. And so as you take this step, I encourage you to follow the best examples that you see within the profession. Pattern yourself, although do not try to become a duplicate of anyone else, but pattern the best practices that you observe amongst both junior, senior, and certainly Queen's Counsel, and endeavor to be the best at whatever course that you take. And if you continue in that vein, you will have every success in the profession. May it so please you, my Lord.
Thank you very much, Mr. Leiber. Mr. Scott?
It please you, my Lord. I am Jorio Scott, instructed by Samuel and Johnson. My Lord, for us all, this is a surreal moment. Having been called to the bar or bars on many occasions, but for the first time by a court application, and luckily not by a bench warrant for an outstanding ticket. But more importantly, my Lord, today we share a bit of spotlight with President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris. My Lord, I'm confident that my colleagues and I, now brothers and sisters in law, share nothing but an overwhelming sense of gratitude, and I am honored today to convey our thanks. Firstly, to the Supreme Being, whoever or however recognized by us all. The roller coaster year of 2020 has brought many of us to a point of humility, realizing that without a force greater than ourselves, we would not have overcome the throes of a pandemic, to pass virtual bar exams, and now be admitted to practice. And for this, we give thanks. I consider us privileged, my Lord, to be called on the heels of the departure of a living legend from active service to the judiciary, Justice C. Dennis Morrison. His brilliance and warmth has impacted us all positively, ranging from his lectures and presentations to simply being a role model. We thank you for your contribution to our development as a cohort and as Jamaicans. To the members of staff of the Norman Manley Law School, what can we say? The proverb, if you want good, your nose have to run, is perhaps most fitting. However, despite the nose running, we are grateful. As like steel, we too have been forged in fire and will now positively impact our country by being pillars of justice. We thank you, my Lord, for presiding today. To the court staff, particularly the registrar's team, we thank you for your efforts in ensuring every I was dotted and every T crossed. And though this may have caused a lot of anxiety, your efforts culminated in a seamless execution today, and we are most grateful. To the attorneys who were kind enough to call us, we thank you. We trust that we won't be billed for your services later on, but that this, like many other lessons we will learn, is a lesson of service. Thank you. Most importantly, my Lord, I must thank our families, friends, well-wishers, and supporters who, thanks to COVID, have all been able to participate virtually today. You have all walked with us on this 5-year pilgrimage, and for some, much more than 5. This achievement belongs to us all. We thank you for the calls, the food, the encouragement, the financial support. As I close, my Lord, the now popular phrase, winners win, comes to mind. Because if we are ever asked who gets called to the bar in a pandemic, we can all proudly say, winners win. May it please you, my Lord.
Thank you very much, Mr. Scott. Let me say congratulations to all the persons who have been called to the bar. I do understand that many of you have been looking forward to this day, some of you from childhood. Or maybe it was from when somebody said, you know, you talk a whole heap, you should be a lawyer. Or it might have been when you realized that you wanted to help other people and make some money while you do it. But however you came to this profession, I think like me, you may have been told from being a student that this is truly a noble profession. That phrase has been used quite a lot. And the truth is, this is a noble profession. But it's not a noble profession that because lawyers are better people than anybody else. There is, well, Mr. Scott mentioned some things that are happening to the north of us. And there's a phrase which is being used from time to time, American exceptionalism. There is sometimes in our country a kind of lawyers' exceptionalism, where lawyers think that they are better people. We are not. We are people like anyone else. But there are three reasons I'd like to put forward. Well, at least three reasons why this is indeed a noble and important profession. The first reason is that you as lawyers, we as lawyers, have the responsibility to represent people. We are responsible for the highs and lows of people's lives. We have to understand that in many circumstances, a good day at work for us can be the greatest day of somebody's life, whether it is justice that they've received in a criminal court or their vindication in a civil or matrimonial matter. But we also have to understand and bear the burden that a bad day for us, or even sometimes, even though we've had a good day, the persons who are in the courts, or whether or not you are doing the land transfer for somebody's very first and only house, or an insurance policy or something like that. As lawyers, you have the responsibility for persons' lives. And that is why this profession is a noble and it's a noble and important because the system of justice is important. You as lawyers have the responsibility of representing a system of justice in this country. Jamaica has many problems and will continue to have many problems. One of the things that we have managed to do successfully since independence and before is to have a system of justice that considers everyone equal, and you represent that. So your responsibility is not just to your client, but to the system of justice so that a country can rely on justice in the courts. And finally, I want to say, and this is difficult for some persons, that we are a noble profession and you are important because society places on you a level of expectation. You will hear from time to time that X or so or Y person has done something and people whisper, him is a lawyer and him do that, or she's a lawyer and she do that. Whether you like it or not, whether you consider these things correct or not, the society looks towards you for leadership and for example. And when you go there and boast, when you announce yourself everywhere as John Brown, attorney at law, or Mary Smith, attorney at law, remember that you represent to the society some of its highest ideals and some things that even little children aspire towards. And that is a burden on your shoulder. So therefore, we welcome you into the profession, as I said. This is something that you need to understand, that you are an example for the entire society. I want to give you just one nugget in relation to this. As Mr. Leiber said, this is but the end of the beginning. I was told by one relative who was in the profession before me that my first 5 years, I would be just learning the law. And he was correct, I did. I still am learning the law. And anyone who believes that they have arrived and that they can stop learning is going to be a very bad lawyer. So this is a journey of learning where you can learn from many others. I welcomed in particular Mr. England, who was the last person called, but who has had a longer journey than many in relation to reaching this place in the profession. I commend him to you because he's someone who throughout his life, since I've known him for over 20 years, has always been someone to seek out knowledge. I have gone to him for advice because I've learned things from him. And I've been happy that he has come to me for advice, and I've been able to help him with some things also. That is the dynamic of the profession. We learn from one another and we continue to learn. If you continue to learn, if you follow the examples of persons who have gone before you, as Mr. Leiber suggested and recommended, then you too will be successful and you too will do very well. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. It was good to see that you are here, and I wish you great success in this profession. Thank you very much.
Please. This honorable court is now adjourned. God save the Queen.